our country was founded on equality, and like Chris said, we shouldn't have to look back on the bigotry of enslaving African Americans or putting women down and not giving them the right to vote, or running the Indians off. The thing that you need to realize is that our country was founded on freedom for everyone. I'm not gay. Doesn't matter if I'm gay or not. I'm a person. I'm an American. And that's all that matters, is that you're a person. And every American should choose their own rights. I mean, they should choose their own way of life. You know, doing things that are illegal are one thing, but choosing how you live is yet another. Even as Christians, which I am a Christian, you should know that you shouldn't judge people. God's the only one that can judge, and God's the one who makes the decisions, and in the end, it is only up to Him. If you're not a believer, then, you should just focus on the fact that America was founded on freedom. Just because you're a straight white man doesn't mean you get all the rights, and everyone else has to sit around and suffer. I'm a woman, and I care very much that I have the right to vote. I'm very involved in politics, and I care a lot about people, and everyone should be that way. Just because it's not your way of life doesn't mean that it's the wrong way of life. If you want people to respect how you want to live, you should respect how they want to live. Doesn't matter if you know a gay person or if you don't. You should always care about other people, respect how they want to live their life, and let them go on their way. It doesn't matter if you agree with it. Just say, I don't agree with it, but it's okay. You do your thing, I'll do mine. Who's to say who's right and who's wrong? The only person that can choose that is the one that created us. So, I might not be marching for gay rights, but that's just because I live in a small town and we just don't do that kind of stuff. There's no politics around here to get involved in, but, if this reaches anybody that smacks some sense into their head, you don't have to be a gay man to get people to realize that the way that these things are being handled is wrong. All issues should be handled by the person. Doesn't matter what the issue is. Just because you're a straight white man doesn't mean that you should get to choose what's right and what's wrong. I'm sick of it. I live in a house full of woman-hating males that think that all we're good for is sitting around and burping out babies. I'm sorry, but I have a mind and a brain, and I'm going to use it for something good. And just because you're a gay man doesn't mean that you can't either. Doesn't matter what color you are or what you want to do. We can all make this world better if we just let go of the differences. And I think there are older people out there who realize that being discriminating against gay people is wrong, and maybe even more than we realize. I think that they're just not as open about it, but homosexuality has been around as long as people have. It's not a 2009 kind of thing. It's always been there, and they've always had to cover it up. And I think that that's just terrible. How could you live your life like that? Having to, hide who you are. You should be loved for who you are. Loved for who you are. Not who you want to be with. Who you are inside. That's all that matters. And just because you choose to be with somebody that's the same sex as you doesn't mean you're any less of a person. You're still a person. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps.